What's up, everyone? It's Kevin from Matters on the Map, and today is the next van build episode, testing out the water and searching for any leaks. Alright, you may notice the van has been getting some work done since this video has posted, but let's take you back a couple months ago to before we had the platform and everything in there and show you how we tested out our water, made a few mistakes, but fixed all the leaks, and now we are leak free. So let's jump back to the beginning. Alright, so for our sink we have a single handle. So the cold is obviously on the right side and the hot is on the left. And now we are going to be inserting it into the slot. Now it's screwing this, so we have a rubber gasket and the threaded bolt. Now it's time to install the water filtration system, and we got ours from Frizz Life off Amazon. So this is just a one filter system. There's some other ones that have 3 filters, but we have very limited space underneath here, so we just went with one, and there was a lot of positive reviews for this. The components include the spout, which is great, and then the actual filter, the supply line, and then the 3-way ball valve that gets connected to the cold water supply. So I'm going to put this into place right now, and you already saw me screw this or drill the hole out for this. This is a 1/2-inch hole, and now it's time to set this up. Alright, so the first step we're doing is connecting the supply line to the 3-way ball valve feeder. And I have trying to do this with one hand, so bear with me here. Okay, so this is going on here, and we're connecting it to the 3-way feeder. Alright, so now we are going to connect this to the water supply line. Here's the blue clip that goes around this after you insert the blue line. So I'll take the GoPro underneath and show you what it looks like, but basically this blue clip squeezes this white and it creates a water seal against the supply line. You can see here I had to cut the blue line a little bit, and now I have my supply line running up and into the white with the blue clip around it, and it's hopefully watertight. Next step is to get this and screw this down right to here. So we move positions to the center here, so we have not a crimp in the line. We want it to be kind of smooth. So now I am inserting the supply line into the supply section. So it's going to look like this. Here's the white clip, here's the blue clip, here's what it looks like. So I'm going to insert this first. That's in there. Now I'm taking the blue line and pushing it in about 1 inch. That's in. Now we got our clip right there. Now we gotta put our filter on. This bends up, which is really nice. There we go. Not bad. We might want to put a pipe tape down to just strap that in there, or some Velcro or something. Alright, y'all, so I am working on the plumbing right now, and I just put 2 elbows down there. I'm going to connect it through this piece of wood And that's going to go into my plumbing section here, over here off this T SharkBite fitting, which connects to the water pump and everything. Need to clean that up, it's a little dusty from sanding. But this is the last connection, and then everything is ready to get tested, which is freaking awesome. I've been waiting a while to do this, so we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed, no leaks. Who knows? So I'm about to put on the final bit to testing the water, which is just putting on our supply line, which is a 3/4 internal diameter, 1 inch outside diameter, going to a 3/4 barb fitting. And I have my, I forget what these things are called, but my metal band to tighten it down once I get this stuck over. That was relatively easy. And now I gotta wedge this on it. All right, so everything's ready to go, minus the sink, obviously. We're gonna just be dumping the water into a like paint bucket or whatever, plastic bucket. So our plumbing's connected. It's not finished and locked down yet, but we have our cold and hot water lines, as well as our fresh line through the water filtration system. And these plumbing lines run through the kitchen cabinet into this channel over here, which is all fitted with elbow 90-degree SharkBite fittings, and it comes across, which is going to be the garage, into the water compartment, where it's met at a T-valve, which splits off to the shower, or goes left, or comes from the water pump and the water tank. So we just hooked up our supply line. We're going to try and feed water into this. We'll see how that goes, and then we'll be ready to test.
What time is it, Kev?
Water pump time. And we are going to test the water.
We are testing the plumbing.
All right, here is the inaugural filling up the water tank.
Ready?
Yep. So here we go. Do we have our rugs ready?
There's 2 over there, and there's the thing right there.
All right. So we have 3 switches. One is the water pump, the kitchen, the shower ball valve, gray water tank ball valve, and the kitchen gray water tank ball valve. So we're going to hit on the water pump, and I hope it's the furthest one to the left, because if not, it's going to be awkward. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There it goes. Do we have any leaks?
I don't see any.
Not yet, at least. We have water flowing through. Needs to get out. Oh, here's a leak. First leak. There it is. All right, where's the thing?
Shoot.
What is that?
My glasses.
Okay.
No, use that one. It's thinner. It'll fit better. Oh God! Hurry! 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 Hurry!
This one up. We'll see.
Oh, there's another.
Where?
I don't know. It's
All right,
leaking
let's turn
down.
off the water pump. Oh, cool. Did this. Okay, so we had 2 leaks so far, at least, and they were both on the vinyl braided hoses connected to barb fittings. So that's probably the weakest connections in our entire plumbing system. And this one was fixed really quickly by just tightening the clamp here with the flathead screwdriver. This one, we're still getting a little bit of, you can hear air escaping. So I'm gonna have to do some more work with this one, potentially use JB Weld to seal it off, take this off and retighten it. I might go grab the heat gun and just kind of like make sure it's on and grabbing all and completely compressing itself around the entire barbed fitting here. Or we might just replace this one entirely. We're not sure yet. But it's not terrible. We could live with it for just testing things out. And now we're going to move on to the kitchen and the shower. All right, so now we're going to test out the shower water. So I have 2 ball valves down here, so I can test out each side, make sure it's working good. I'm going to do the hot water line first, even though the hot water heater is not on, but we will see. Hopefully I don't get sprayed. I don't know where this handle is here, so hopefully we'll be okay. Ooh, you can hear the pressure. Here we go. I put on the hot water. You can hear it coming. All right. For the cold water test, we're going to hear pressure again. Once I open up cold side. Whoa. Maybe you need the hot open too. We might not have enough water.
I was thinking that too. Alright, so we refilled the tank and we are testing the water again. We don't think there was enough water in it the first time.
Exactly. That's not good.
So the cold doesn't work?
I think it just needs to pressurize maybe. We found the reason why the cold wasn't working. One problem for having too many ball valves. You need to open the cold water line.
Alright.
So now let's try this.
Take 3.
Alright, ready?
Oh!
Oh yeah, here we go. We got it now. Turn that off. Bring it over to the hot side. We're right in the middle, mixing. Woo! Perfect.
Any leaks?
No leaks. Alright, now we have plenty of pressure. So now we're going to do the cold first.
It's better than our kitchen sink.
Better than our house water pressure, folks. Same with hot. And for our water filtration, so sick.
And he is the happiest boy in the world.
So this little rubber grommet, I forgot to put on the ball valve for this, which is causing a leak. It's not in the instructions, so if you see this, put it on the little 3-way that comes with it right in there. I'm trying to show you. Right in there like so. Alright, and then you shouldn't have leaks. I'll tighten this back up and then we'll test it again. Alright, we'll see if it's tight enough now. Oops. So I'll turn this on and we'll see if we get a leak.
Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm testing.
Cold?
I guess so.
Yep, you're good. No leaks.
Now the other side. Now I'm testing hot.
Nada.
Back to cold just in case.
You could do the drinking water.
I know. I'm just still good.
Yep, still good. And that rubber grommet.
You might have a little bit of water come down there just from the leakage of the thing.
Oh yeah, all good. All right. Nope, we're good. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to put the drain on the sink and seal this up. So first thing I'm going to do is put a bead of plumber's putty right around the edge here, and then I will secure this, clamp this down from the underneath. So I'm just using this plumber's putty right here. The inside looks a little bit like this. It's like playing with Play-Doh right now. When I was a kid. So I have the bead around. Now I'm simply just going to clamp this down. Push this through. Okay. Then I'm going to get this and go from underneath. Alright, so I am now going to finish the drain, plumb out the drain, and here is exactly what I'm using. So I am actually going to use a form fit extension tube that has a highline tailpiece, so I don't have to get an additional tailpiece here. So it's really only 4 pieces, so I got this kit from Home Depot. So this kit right here contains all of these pieces to there. This is flexible, so I'm able to make a movable P-trap, which I like because the area is so tight that if I want to get to the water filtration and twist that off, I want to be able to move this around. So that's why I'm sticking with kind of the flexible P-traps here, or the flexible extensions, so that I could just move into the necessary area, move in the direction I need to get it out of the way. From this extension tube piece, I have a trap adapter, 1.5 inch, that I'll use some PVC glue or PVC cement and primer to get that in place. And then I just dropped it. Let me get it. So this is going to go to a 1.5 inch reducer to a 3/4 female thread. From this 3/4 inch, I'm putting on a 3/4 inch 90 to a 5/8 internal diameter barb fitting, and that's going to connect to my hose. So if I quickly put it all together, so this is, I'll just do it real quick for you guys. The van's a little tilted right now, so everything's going to be rolling, so bear with me. It looks something like this, and then so this flange on top of the tailpiece. Sorry, I'm balancing the camera off my body right now, so it's not the best form. And then this is going to be a tight, small little spot. Insert the rubber gasket washer. Okay, so that's on now, and then here, this is what's going to go onto the drain. Okay, so it's going to look like this, and then I'll be able to spin this barb fitting to connect to the vinyl line. So I don't think I just caught that, but I just put the primer and the glue on, so this is really, really tight. Now I'm going to get some pipe thread tape, the Blue Monster that I've been using for pretty much everything, put it onto this, and then we will be able to thread everything in place onto the drain. So I'm going to fix the plumbing. We had one small leak here, and I believe that's because I use this, I think it's a sprinkler head adapter, or it's meant for sprinklers, and I think it was a bad idea putting plastic on the metal here. This SharkBite fitting worked really well, no leaks whatsoever. So I went to Home Depot and got a 90-degree female pipe thread on both sides and stuck a little 1/2-inch barb fitting here, which I haven't had any failure points in any other areas. So I'm going to try this out and use some pipe tape. I also didn't have blue monster pipe tape right there, so I'm going to put that there, thread this on, and then see if I can get this into place. I might replace this tube as well because I already ripped it off, and then I'm going to put a new one on, but we'll see. Alright, I got the pipe tape on now, and now I'm going to thread this on. Alright, so I swapped out the black 1/2-inch pipe thread and I put this metal one, which has the blue monster pipe thread tape on the thread coming out of the hot water heater, as well as the male pipe thread plastic barbed fitting that goes onto this vinyl tube, and I tighten these two hoses up. Now it's time to turn on the water and see if we have leaks. Right now, water pump isn't on, so we have no pressure. Looking below, we have our P-trap here into our 5/8 internal diameter hose going into our gray water tank. I need to tighten those up obviously too, but we're just trying to get everything working before I tighten everything up and secure it in place. Let's go back over to here, see if we have leaks. This is completely dry, which is awesome. Okay, it looks like we have a small one right here. We have one right here as well. Might put JB weld around this and around this, around here and here. Alright, so I'm going to JB weld the valve coming off the water pump, and hopefully we'll see if that works or does a trick. And then now I'm going to test out the electric ball valve underneath the van. So get the GoPro and we'll turn it on and see what happens. It's the shower, kitchen. Oh, I can hear it. There we go. Sweet. How cool is that? I'll flip the switch to turn it off. No water. Alright, so I'm wrapping up the supply line for the water, and basically what I'm going to have here is a hose connector that's going to be on the inside of the upper bench, and it's going to be connected to, so this is a 1/2-inch male pipe thread. I have a reducer coupling here, so 1/2-inch to 3/4, and then I have the 3/4 inch male pipe thread over to a 3/4 inch barb fitting with an 3/4 inch to 1.25 inch hose clamp. I'm going to use Blue Monster pipe tape and a 1.75 inch hole saw. The reason why I'm going 1 3/4 is because I want there to be plenty of space around this, just in case if I have to get the pliers and twist it off. So, I had to go to Home Depot this morning because last night I was putting the 3/4 inch barb fitting on, and this is for a hose, and this one is actually for a female pipe thread. So now that I got the right piece, I put the blue monster tape on, and I'm going to insert it into the reducer coupling. And this is going to be a lot tighter than the Union, but the Union takes up so much room, so I'm going to go with this. Now I got this guy, and I'm going to put him through. Perfect, there's plenty of room. So I just cut the nylon hose. Now I need to get the clamp and clamp it onto this. So this, put it onto here, and I'm going to push this onto the hose. Alright, so before I screw this in, right here, I'm just going to test the water with the hose. Okay, so I got it hooked up. That's what it looks like from the inside into the tank there. So I'm going to turn the hose on, and hopefully no leaks. Lots of leaks there. Looks good. No leaks. All right. Time to seal it up. All right, so the final product here. Here's our water insert supply line for the hose. We have the push connect hose or shower faucet, whatever you want to call it, for an outdoor shower or to get Taylor's feet. And then we have two doors to access the plumbing area. So right here to get it underneath, and I apologize, it's a little dark out right now. And then also, here's a sneak peek of our benches, which you'll see in a future episode. But if I open this door here, I have access from overhead, and we have a little shelf that lays in right in this crevice to block it off so we could use it for storage. But the gravity fed supply line is obviously just higher than that, so we get no leaks when we unplug from the hose adapter right here. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So that wraps it up for this van build episode. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Still got the shower in my hand. And if you want to see more van build episodes, then subscribe to our channel, because we'll post more and more episodes. As you can see here, we got the benches behind me that we're going to show you guys coming up. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.